Oh, we are going live. Just let me stop here the video and we started. Perfect. We're live right now. So, hello YouTube. I'm Gustavo. I'm 27 years old. I live in Bragança Paulista, countryside of São Paulo State. Today I'm here as a host in TALKNTALK. This is not a class, this is an immersion in English. So we're gonna talk in English, the whole conversation. It's a safe place for us to talk, to express ourselves. TALKNTALK is a platform for speaking language. You guys can go there and learn English, French, Spanish, and Italy. So do you guys know a little bit more about the project? There's a link below that you guys can go there. I think you're gonna love it. So go there and learn more about it. Just introduce myself a little bit. I work with IT. Have a dog. I like to watch series, movies, listen music. And the topic today that we're gonna talk is live by ourselves. So today here I'm a learner because I live with my parents, but next week's I will live by myself. So I thought that it's gonna be nice to get some tips from you guys, for me to learn it, not suffer a lot, but I think that I will suffer. I'm gonna learn with that, and that's life, and that's good that we learn it with our mistakes, and that's good. So let's introduce ourselves. Andrea, please can introduce yourself.
Yes, good morning, guys. I'm Andrea. I'm 45 years old. I live in Guarujá, but I was born in São Bernardo do Campo. I work as an assistant administrative in a Japanese restaurant. I love drinking wine, listening to music. What else? Studying English, because for me it's very necessary, not because of my work, but because I really love the language. And my dream is to be fluent, to speak better, and communicate better with other people. That's it.
Oh, that's perfect. Nayara, please.
Yes, I am Nayara. I am 30 years old. I live in Joinville, Santa Catarina. I am married. I live with my husband and my 2 dogs. I'm graduating in administration. I am a financial analyst, but I'm not working since January. I started to study English in January, so I study every day and every time. I'm studying a lot, and sometimes I don't want to study anymore because it's not easy, and I do other things like walk with my dogs. I try to go to the gym every day, and yeah, I think it's that.
Yeah, I know the feeling sometimes tired to study language, but I think we are doing right now here is studying English with the fun way, like we are learning
Yes.
new stuff. So that's good. And you, Victoria, please.
Okay, so I'm Victoria. I am 24 years old. I live in Rio. I'm a nursing student and a mom. So unfortunately, I don't have a free time to do a lot of new and nice things. I just spend all my time on at the hospitals, or taking care of my son.
Yeah, that's nice. To have a son, I don't have one, but I think that's changed our life and our perspective of life. So before starting, guys, I am a little bit sick. So I'm gonna cough a little bit, and sorry for that, guys, on the YouTube and Andrea and I and Victoria, but I hope everything's gonna be fine. So let's start at number 2. Victoria, can you read it for us and answer, please?
Okay, so have you ever lived by yourself? How are you? If not, how do you imagine it will be? Okay, I never lived, like really lived by myself, but there are some times in the year that I have to be like by my side, by myself. So I spend some months alone, not alone, with my my son, of course. So it's a little bit harder, but I have my fiance with me. It's a little bit more okay, but it's harder because I don't cook. I don't know how to cook, so it's more complicated for me. So only my fiance cooks, and we just returned from home and don't have anything to eat like prepared, and it's exhausted and have to care of my son, take a shower, and it's really complicated. It's amazing because you have your own place, your own ways. Nobody tells you that that something is wrong, but it's really exhausted.
Yeah, I can imagine. It's a lot of work for just one person, and like I responsible for myself, just me. And so, and I think that's hard. Let's see, Andrea, and you.
Yeah, I will add something what Victoria said. The good side, it's living alone. It's, for example, you don't need to do the things that we need to do in the right time. You can just postergate doing these things, these boring things. For example, I am married, but my husband is working in Ubatuba since 2021. So it's been 2 years that I've been like living alone, because he came back to our house yeah, every 20 or once a month. So I I am kind of living alone, and I like that because, as I said before, sometimes I can just listen in some music, drink wine, or I don't know, just rest on the sofa, and this kind of things is very nice. Living alone, you don't have so much responsibility when you need to have. You can choose what you do.
You choose your time to do stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's supposed to be nice. Don't have like the mom or the husband like you need to do this, that.
Yeah, prepare the dinner, something like
Yeah,
that.
and the right time for stuff. Said, no, I'm not gonna eat 1 p.m. Maybe I'll eat like 2, 3 p.m. I don't know.
Yeah, that's it.
And you know,
Yes, I think the best thing that you live in by yourself, it's because you can do the things in your time. If you don't want to do, you just don't do these things. And yeah, I think it's the best part. I live with my husband, but for me, it's the same feeling like us living alone, because I cook my own food, I wash my clothes, clean the house. Of course, my husband also do these things, but I do everything I would do if I were living alone. So yeah, I love my life. When I was living in my mother's house, I remember there were many fights. Like, my mom uh, telling me for I do the things like, or clean your room now, because you need to clean your room now, you need to do the dishes now. And sometimes I just don't want to do, because I have my priority, like, um I'm not will do the dishes now, because I want to study now. I want to study English, so it's okay, because I'm here, and I'm alone. I with my husband, but I do what I want. They don't, I don't know how I can say this. They don't say to me what I need to do or not. So yeah, I think is that.
no, that's nice. Everybody know the responsibility of each other and respect that. Yeah, in my case, I haven't lived alone. yet, but next week gonna happen that. So imagine like you guys, I think that I will have a lot of responsibility to do my stuff, but like in my time. And I know that it's gonna be consequence. Like I said, I posted like forever, so it's gonna be problems for my life. Uh, the things that I will miss is like the magic of living with parents, with someone that you put like the dirty plate on the sink, and like when you go back to work, it's clean, everything is clean. So, or the lunch and stuff like that. But there's this point, but you have like I don't want to do the lunch today, like the normal dinner or the normal lunch. So maybe I eat some bread, some stuff like that, and that's fine. I'm not gonna be hungry, so it's not a big problem. Uh, but I think that to adapt to that, have time, and I will miss it. And I don't know, but maybe sometimes like you forgot like the taller when you are in the bedroom, for example, and said, "Mom, give me the dollar," or something like that, because you are still thinking that you are in your house, like with your parents. But I think that we adapt with everything, and I will adapt it with that. There's good and bad in everything in life that we choose, and I think that I'm gonna survive it. I will survive it. So let's go number 3. Andrea, can you read for us, please?
Yes. What skills do you think are important to have when you are living alone? Yeah, it's important to know a little bit about cooking, even if you need to just to eat a miojo. It's important to know how to do it. And other in the other hand, what else we need to do? I don't know, clear the house, just kind of things that is very necessary to do when you are alone and don't have anyone to do for you. Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, nice. I think the same, but let's see. Victoria, what do you think?
Okay, I believe like doing something to eat or cleaning the house, you can just um know so fast. But I believe the first thing that the people should know is about financial, because it's too hard. You just manage your money and just save money for something just happen, like you get sick or and I believe the hard part of being by yourself is knowing how to manage your money.
Yeah, a good point. And there's a thing that uh, all the bills that you have came to you. So when you are with your parents, maybe you can split some stuff like lights and water, some stuff like that you can split. So you'll not spend a lot of money in bills and stuff like that. Yeah, that's a good one. Nayara?
And because you need to not spend so much money, you need to rest your money, you need to do the things, you need to know how to do cookie, you need to know, because if you don't cookie, you will rest, you will spend your money at the restaurant, and the restaurant normally it's more expensive that you cooking in your own house, so you need to know how you clean your house, because if you don't, you need to pay for someone do these things. So I think it's important to do the things to yourself. You need to know. It's for me. I don't know. I always do these things when I live with my mom. I already did do these things, but yeah, I think that the skills that are important is that you need to know how to clean the house, do the dishes, do the laundry and these things. If you live with someone, like I don't know, maybe you can live with your son, or if you have a children, maybe children that, I don't know, grow up. I don't know how I can say this, and maybe this person can help you. But if you really live alone, like alone, just you and your husband or your wife, you need to do the things. If you don't, if you want to have money in the end of the month, you need to do these things, because it's not easy living alone. You spend a lot of money with with many things, like uh lights, the lights, the water, and these things. So yeah, for me it's better living alone than living with my mom, because I have my independence. I don't know how I can say this. And yeah, I prefer stay by myself. It's 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 really better for me.
Oh, really nice. I said that I think that it's like take some action, because if you don't do some stuff, it's gonna be stuck there. So you need to do. Uh, yeah, I agree with you guys. I think that the if you can save money, like, oh, I'm gonna clean my house, I'm gonna do the dishes, I'm gonna do the lunch, I'm gonna eat by myself doing you don't need to be a master chef, but you need to at least not be hungry forever. And you can think like, I'm gonna save money here because in the weekend I can go out, can s- can
Yeah.
travel, I can do some stuff. So that's really important for us. Uh, in my way, I don't know, maybe next month can change it, but the way that I see it is like, it's not something that it's really hard to do, but it's like worker, because you need to do, and it sometimes bored for you to do this. And today we have like YouTube, so if you don't know how to, you don't know how to do rice, for example, you can go on the YouTube and see one video, two video, three video. You can make a mistake one, two, three, four times, but you're gonna get it. You're gonna learn it how to do it, and you're gonna like it because, oh, it's your flavor. So we wanna see, oh, that's the way that I like. I will commit a lot of mistake, but I know that I will learn it how to do it. In my case, I know how to cook some stuff because I like to see some recipe in the Instagram and try it. Sometimes works, sometimes not, but that's life. But I like it. But for me, the other stuff like clean the house, do the dishes, uh it's not a big problem. But I know that the harder, like I said, if I'm gonna leave myself, I'm just gonna do like the lunch one time per week, like in the Sunday, and make some little plates for me to eat the whole weekend, because it's a lot of work to do that every single day. That what happened right now, because my mom is housekeeper, so she do the lunch every day. So I don't know, I'm not gonna have time to do it. So something that I need to learn how my time is gonna be, how stuff's gonna be. So I think the skills that you guys said, I think that's the perfect for us to live by ourselves, and we are learning. Like we are in life to learn it, and we're gonna be until our end. We're gonna learn it
Yeah.
a little bit here, a little bit that. So I think that's it. I think it's cooking, how to do the house stuff, and like you guys said, to save money. Like if you broke something, you maybe can go to YouTube and try to fix it, because you don't want to spend money to save to do other stuff. So I think that's nice. We learn a lot when we are alone, because we look at aside and see, oh, is that me? Or I spend money, or I do it. So I'm gonna try, because it's already broken. If I broke it more, I'm gonna pay the same way. So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try at least. So the number 4. Yeah. Nayara, can you read for us and answer, please?
As a foreigner, what are some ways to make your home feel less lonely? Um, I think you need to love yourself to you don't feel so lonely, alone. I think it's alone. Yeah, because the most of time I stay at my home alone, because my husband works a lot. Sometimes he works Sunday to Sunday, it's so, yeah, but I love because I stay at my house and I do my things and I never feel alone. Well, I have two dogs for the company for me, but I think animals, it's a good idea for you don't feel so lonely, so alone, and maybe a cat or a bird. But I think the first you need to love yourself. It's I think is the answer, because if you like to your own company, it's you never will feel alone, because it's good, because you do the things that you really want to do and you like listen your favorite song or watch your favorite movie. And yeah, for me, it's not difficult, um live alone, because I don't have so many friends, I just have close friends, because normally I don't like too much to talk to people. I think people judging us too much, and I don't know. I have problems with people. I prefer dogs and cats in these days, but yeah, for me it's really nice living alone, with living with my husband, and I never will complain about that, because I don't know. Maybe if you live it in a big family, and you have a lot of brothers and these things, maybe when you start to live in alone, you feel like, oh, I'm so sad. Oh my God, I'm here and I don't have anybody to talk or something like that. But I don't have this feeling, because my I live it in a small family, so for me, it's perfect what I'm living on.
Oh, I like that. I think love ourselves is really important for us to have it, and you learning how to do it with time as well. And when we are alone, like alone, just me, in a house, I think that we have more time for thinking in that, and we discover ourselves. Let's
Yes.
see, Victoria, what do you think?
I believe like the TV, like when you just like on put the TV on the on and don't see anything, just stay there. I believe this thing is my company when I'm alone. And I don't know, dogs maybe like I totally agree. Like animals are amazing. And I don't recommend having a kid. Don't do it. So
Why? Why not?
why oh, just 1 second. I only can be in this class because I am with him like in his little house right now. Like, yeah,
Oh, it's so cute.
So cute.
so having a kid is really complicated.
I love it.
So yeah, maybe having some plans or some things that he give you some little responsibilities, not a big responsibility, just the little ones like a dog, an animal, or a plant, or I don't know, playing video game. It's amazing, like playing video game. It's a good one because you can have new friends just playing some games. I believe it's all. I can imagine more ways.
Oh, that's so cute that show it, and I think that you're doing a good thing because here listen English, so maybe get immersion with that. So maybe in some years they can he can speak English as well with you. That's gonna be nice.
Yeah, he's learning like in his school. There is a school of English
Mm,
in her
mhm,
normal school. It's strange to explain, but he
mm.
already knows some things in English.
Oh, that's nice, and you can teach him. Gonna be he gonna love it. I think in some years, some months they can be here as well talking about stuff.
Of
That's nice.
course.
Gonna learn a lot because CNT changed my way of see stuff, and I think that if I knew it long time ago, it was gonna be better. But yeah, that's really good. Oh, thank to show us. Thank show it to us. And you, Andrea.
Yes, guys. For me, it's more easy because I am an only child, so I am used to stay more time alone. But I think we need to do things that we like. For example, if you like to cooking, go cooking something, listening a good music, drinking wine or beer. This kind of things that I like to do. It makes me feel, I don't know, more comfortable being alone. I don't feel so much this feeling to that I am alone because I am just exercising my mind in another way. So I am cooking, I am distracting and enjoying because I really love do these things or just to stay here on Talk and Talk or just, I don't know, studying English. I think we need to do things that we enjoy. It will help you a lot, Gustavo, because you have friends or not friends, brothers and sisters, and I believe that you will feel more this feeling in the beginning than me and Nayara, for example, that are used to be alone.
Yeah, I think the same because uh I have two brothers, so we are in four, in a small house. So we always
Yeah.
a fight to oh, I want to see that when we were a kid, like in the TV, on the video game and stuff like that. And I am the youngest, so yeah. And everything that happened, mom, that happened, isn't that? So you know how is the feeling. Uh, so yeah, probably I'm gonna feel that, but I glad that we have technology in this day. So I think the call in the video call in the WhatsApp gonna help a lot, like to see it, to feel it, to show that what I passed in that and know what happened here. So that's gonna help a lot. Uh, about you guys said, I think that animals is a good one. I have one here, but how gonna be alone there is not gonna be. I can't have one at least in that time because I don't know. Just let me just me suffer. Not gonna put the animal to suffer as well. So just me. That's gonna be enough to that moment. But they said good things about plants because you see like a life with yourself and you need to take care like water and stuff like that, and you see that if you don't do this there's gonna the plant's gonna die and things like that. So and I think maybe put a mural with photos and something like that that remember your family, remember your parents, your friends, stuff like that. I think that that's good. uh but I think that the important, like in my case, that I have in mind that like I'm going to other country, that I know friends of friends, but not someone that is close to me. That oh, this person, if I need something, I can go there, and the person gonna help me uh, to pass the situation, some stuff like that. Uh, so I know the important for me is to make a routine there, like make some friends, working, and do a life there, like gym stuff that I like to do here. I go there and do it to make a routine for me, not to just let my mind empty and not. I need to put some stuff here just for me to continue my life there, and like oh, that's a place for me to live here, and that's gonna be nice. Because if I just think about my family, my friends that stay here in Brazil, I think that they're gonna be alone a lot, like past 1 month and some stuff like that, and I go back. But that's not the idea. The idea is stay there and travel and see a little bit of Europe. Uh, so I need to stay there, working, and do a life. Uh, so I think that I have this in mind, and I need to do it. I know that say it's easy, but do it's harder. Like always in life, that's the way. But I think that what's gonna help me a lot, TNT is gonna help me a lot. Already helped me, and it's gonna help me to communicate, to like ideas that I have, like the situation that live alone, I put here and I get some good tips from you guys. So that's so helpful. And I hope to continue with that. That's really good for myself. I see it this way. Uh, right now it's supposed for me to read number 5, but like it's tips. I don't have tips because I don't live it. So I'm gonna pass to other person, and the 6 I gonna read. So Andrea, can you read for us and give some tips?
Number
5.
number 5.
Yeah.
What tips do you do for one who will live alone? Oh gosh, it's difficult to do this kind of tips. But as I said before, I think you need to enjoy your moment alone. Try to not thinking so much about your previous life, just go ahead in your, how can I say, your new life, because it will be a new life, living alone, and try to focus on it, just to live the better way. I don't know if it's a good tip, but
Yeah, because of that I love TNT. It's a great tip. And because of that I skipped the question. I'm gonna be the last one to answer, because what tip that I have? I supposed to have some tips, but I don't live it yet.
yeah.
So thanks, Andrea, for the tip.
Okay.
And you, Nayara?
Gustavo, I think you'll be a more responsible person. I think at last you should be a more responsible person, because the things that we said before, and yeah, you need to. I need to say that you need to know how to cook. It's really important, and nowadays I learned that I need to have contacts, not friends, but contacts, in case you need something you really can do. It's good to do things alone, but we don't have to solve everything alone all the time, so it's nice to meet some people who like you, and in case if you need something, so yeah, I learned this just now, because how I say it, I don't have many friends. So sometimes I want some tips, like now you searching for tips because you will living alone, and it's nice to be here and talk. But if you don't have talk and talk, if you just need to your friends maybe to give you these tips. So I don't have so many friends, so maybe it's was will be difficult for me. So if I just have contacts, like I knew someone, I meet someone that living alone for 6 months in another country. So yes, I just can contact this person and ask her and answer to they how was living in Portugal, or how was living in another country, and this thing. So yeah, I think you will be more responsible, and you need to cook and clean the house and these things, and you have to uh, do contacts with other people, because it's important.
Yeah, it's a really good one, because sometimes we think that we need some hands to do some stuff. Like I don't need
Yes.
to like hug the word. It's impossible. So I need some people, and people here in Brazil, people in TNT, people there in Portugal, people around the world that's help us. And I always said to my brothers, to my friends, that, oh, if I have a problem with some stuff, I'm gonna call you. Said, oh, the situation happened this and this and this. What do you think that it's okay, it's not okay? Because I don't know, because sometimes you are blind, like you are emotional, and you ask the other person that, oh, it's happened this and this and this, and the other person's like with the mind so calm in that moment, not no, don't have emotion, said, oh, that's not a good stuff, so go out with this because it's not good. And sometimes you ask for opinion for a person that you trust. It's really important for you, because if some situation happen with other person and say, oh, that's strange, that happen, but happen with you and you don't see it that way because we are kind of blind. So I said that I'm gonna call if something happen and I'm gonna ask for your opinion because sometimes I'm blind. And that's it's a good one. Thank you, Nayara. And I think that question is not for one who live alone. For me, that we will live alone. What's the tips? Thank you. And you, Victoria?
Okay, so I believe we already have a lot of tips. So I believe the only one that is important that is don't postpone your medics, like your health is important. I know your house is important, your job is important. You have to have money, you have to take care of your house and do the dishes and having friends, but if you're not healthy, you can't do anything. So just if you're feeling something, just go to the doctor and take care of yourself.
No, it's a really good one. And like our mind and our body, it's really important because like when you live like with others, like if you stay sick, the people gonna take care of you. But if you're alone, it's like it's just you and you. So you need to go to the doctor or call the ambulance or stuff like that to help yourselves. Because if you don't do this, anyone gonna do it. So supposed to take some action. And it's really important to do it. For me, if you're gonna give a tip for the future Gustavo, I'm gonna say the same as you guys. Thanks for the tips to be honest. But I'm gonna say that yeah, take care of yourself, take care of myself in that case. Uh Try to talk, try to make friends because it's helpful. Sometimes we stay blind, like I said, and we just think so much and think bad stuff, like thinking, overthinking, and stuff like that. And sometimes you just need to talk to someone. Said, "Oh, I passed for that moment," and stay calm, do some exercise that gonna pass because good good and bad moments gonna happen with me, and I know it with everybody happen. So we need to stay calm, don't take action when we are so sentimental, when we have a lot of feelings. Wait for a moment, talk to someone, and see that this is the best option to do it. Probably if you lay down with that and talk with someone, the next day is gonna be different, and you're gonna say that no, I thought too much yesterday, and today I'm more calm and continue with life. Because I know that it's hard. Like I said, say it. It's easy to remember that it's hard a moment, but thank for TNT, it's recorded. And if one day that happen, I have this recording, so that's gonna be nice to listen again. The old Gustavo talk with the future Gustavo. So so we're gonna I think that's gonna help me. So I think that's it. Number 6 that I can't try to answer. I don't know if we have time. I think that we have if we answer it's short. How do you feel with the fear of being alone? Uh, how do you deal with the fear of being alone? I think that sometimes that it's bad because like I said, it's a lot of responsibility for me to do all the stuff for myself and said, oh, if you don't do anything that like someone in the worst case, someone invade your house. You don't have anyone to say, you need to go there. If you have a dog, you say, go there, dog. And you try to fix it. After that, I go. But if you're alone, said, oh, it's me, right? So I need to take some action. And I think that sometimes gonna feel like, oh, that's so scary because I need to feed myself. I need to do all this stuff to myself. If something bad with me, it's just myself. So I said it's a lot of responsibility. But we said before, I think this whole meeting, it was about that. It's like he make some friends, need some hands to deal with stuff. And hands here in Brazil, hands in other city, in other country, that's gonna help you if you have a problem. You can always ask and people that you trust, people that gonna help you, want the good for you. gonna help you. So we're gonna give the best tip for that moment. So I said, don't try to hold the whole word with your hands because it's impossible. So ask for help. That's don't have any problem to do it. And you, Victoria?
Okay, like I don't know how to answer it because I'm never alone. Like I'm always with my son beside around me, and you know, like I, I I don't feel this fear when I'm alone. I'm just, oh my God, it's so good. I was expecting that. I was waiting. It's my moment. Like, just relax and take a moment for me. So I don't have this fear. I don't know how is it. So I don't know how to answer it.
No, no problem. It's like, oh, I'm glad that I'm alone, so I can do anything that I want. Because sometimes
Yeah.
when with the other person, you said like, oh, I like to watch subtitle movies, but I don't know, the other person don't like it. So I'm gonna watch in dub because we both can enjoy it. But it's like you give a little bit of yourself or other.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, it's always you have to just uh, open your hand, it
Yeah.
isn't the word in English, but it's similar in Portuguese. You always have to open your hand or something like that. You're like, now I'm in the little house of my son. I can't just he giving me a class in a normal place. So when I'm alone, it's amazing.
Yeah. uh, and you know,
Gustavo, if I hear a noise outside and tell my dogs, oh, go there, and they will not go there, because they will stay in my bed with me crying. My dogs are different, you know. So yeah, I'm afraid of being alone at night because sometimes when my husband doesn't sleep at home, I lock it all the house and leave the light on in my room because I have I don't know how I can say nightmares. I have bad dreams and I have to leave the lights on. I don't know, and I'm afraid. I'm afraid of the dark in my room. So, but that's it. I need to sleep. So it's I sleep with afraid. I'm afraid, but yeah, sometimes we just need to do the things, and don't have another way to resolve the things. So yeah, but my dogs don't help me with these things, uh it's difficult. So because that I think I'm living alone because my dogs just make company for me, but to fight with the other people, they will don't fight with anybody because oh my god, my dogs are so cute and so fofinhos.
yeah, I think that, like you said, like sometimes even if you are afraid, if you're scared, you need to do some stuff. Like you need to sleep, you need to rest. So yeah.
Yes.
But I know the feeling. I have a dog here as well that is like yours. It's like they're so scary. Like it's the dog that when someone knock the door, they're gonna go out and go below the bed. So you're gonna hide. They're gonna hide herself. I'm so scared of some stuff, and I always said to him, like, it's a shame for your descendants. Like you're a descendant of wolves, and like, what you do here? Like my dad's like afraid that giving like chicken's bone to him. Like, oh, they're gonna, I don't know. Feel bad like the with the throw of him, something like that. Said, oh, but the descendants of him is like is hunting, killing, and like eating like I don't know how to say that, the crew meat, and you are like eating something so soft and you're scared to give it to him. That's a shame. I think the descendants of the in the heavens, like, oh, that does not my family. Something like that. And you, Andrea?
Hi guys, I live in an apartment, so I feel a little more safe than you guys. So I try to not thinking about the noises. For example, when I enter in my bedroom, for example, I just turn on the fan and forget about everything outside my bedroom. And because of the noise of the fan, I can't listen to anything more, just my, how can I say, my neighbor's dog barking sometimes. So I just forget about this kind of, 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 of thoughts. And for example, I think our mind have the power to sabotage us. So just try to not think about.
Yeah, good one. I try not to see horror movies as well at night.
Yeah,
When
it's important.
that's not gonna help. Uh, so try to be more a friend family movies, and when you're alone, at least at night. And I remember, it's like, listen, you, Andrea, there's like a scene of The Simpsons that, like, the Homer with the dog aside said, "Oh, listen, a noise." In the kitchen or something like that. They said, "That's the dog." The dog look at him. No, that's not me. No, it's the dog. It's the dog. Let's sleep. Let's sleep.
Yeah, it's
That-
better not go to the kitchen at night. So I
yeah.
prepare my bedroom with water and I just stay here.
Let the waters at side, and
Yeah.
that's it. So guys, I think that we're getting the end. I sent a survey for you guys. I'm gonna say that thanks for all the tips. It helped me a lot. I I gonna do the next one as well, the Sunday, the next meeting. After that, I'm gonna stop for 2 weeks because I'm gonna be in Portugal. So I'm gonna be in a shared room. So I thought that that's not gonna be nice to do that with a lot of people around. So after that, I don't know if I'm gonna be on the Sunday in the same time. Probably it's gonna be Sunday or Saturday, but I don't know. I need to see how it's gonna be my routine there. But I give news to you guys. Hope everything's gonna be fine. The next weekend, I have some questions in the background, in the backup questions, but I didn't put in the website yet. But maybe I don't know if I'm gonna create something. I thought create something about travel, some stuff like that, but I don't know if I have time to do it. But maybe I'm gonna talk about the Linkin Park song, the end in the end. Uh, because I have this, I already create this question. It's gonna be nice as well. But if I create something about travel, I put there as well because maybe gonna help me as well. So guys, one more time, thank you for to be here to give the tips. It's gonna help me a lot. And thanks for being recorded because I'm gonna rewatch it. And I think that's it. I hope you guys have a nice weekend and see you the next weekend as well.
Hey, thank you, Gustavo. Bye bye, girls.
Thank you.
Bye bye. See you
Bye.
guys.